Good evening, people, and welcome to Cooking on the Corsican. But as you can see, we are not on the Corsican this evening. We are at home. I have a new cameraman who happens to be a woman, far better looking than Steve, and she is Tracy Noggin. Any owners of Norman boats, Tracy runs the Norman Boat Owners group on Facebook. Austin, out the kitchen. So go along and see the Facebook page. So tonight, this is a special little vlog, an extra vlog for Bubble and Squeak. And I'm going to show you a lovely recipe for Bubble and Squeak. And I'm going to get on with it and stop waffling. I'm going to turn my pan on here, quite high to start with. The Bubble and Squeak mix I've already got made up. And all it is some leftover mashed potatoes that I had, some leftover cabbage, and I had some onions left over, and I just mixed it all together. You can use any vegetables you like. What I would say is make sure your vegetables are fairly dry vegetables, or sometimes it doesn't work out. Okay, so make sure the vegetables you use are nice and dry and they're not soggy, like sometimes cauliflower, if you've cooked it too long, can be a bit soggy. These potatoes were a bit soft, but I can deal with that. Okay, so let's get on. First thing I'm going to do, I've let this pan get very warm. So I'm going to put a knob of butter in to that pan. There we go. I shall just turn that up another little bit. Get a wooden spoon. So for those of you who haven't seen it, this is my tiny little kitchen. Just make sure the butter goes all round the pan like this. Put it back onto the heat. And then just get your Bubble and Squeak. Put it in. Mash it down a bit. I'll use the rest that's in here. Now all I'm really doing is putting this into some sort of shape, like so. I shall use my finger to get everything off the spoon. And then I shall just use my fingers and I'll just press it down a little bit. Like so. You getting all of this, Tracy?
Yep.
Okay, I shall just quickly rinse my hands. And then I shall get my spoon again and I shall just give it a little bit of a shape. Just to make it a nice shape. Okay, so that's now a nice shape. I shall leave it like that, and I shall get Tracy to zoom in here and I'll show you what I'm trying to achieve. When you move the pan like so, as you can see, the Bubble and Squeak is moving, so it is definitely not stuck to the pan. Now I am going to leave that like that. I'm going to turn it down a little bit to that sort of level, and I'm going to leave it like that for fully 10 minutes. Then I'll show you how to turn it. So come back and join me after 10 minutes. Okay people, come back after 10 minutes, and all I've done every 2 minutes is I've just gone up to the pan and I've just moved it around like that to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I'm going to turn this. Okay, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is a little bit on the soft side, so probably other people might struggle to do this, but I'm hopefully going to be able to do it, he says. But I'll show you what you do. You get a plate that's larger than your pan. Set your plate over the pan, Put your hand on it and get the pan straight over. And look at that beautiful bubble and squeak. Put your pan straight down again. Now normally that would slide straight back into the pan, but I know it's a little bit soft, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a hand. Okay, I'm going to put that in the sink. I'm just going to shape this up again. There you go. That's not completely round, but it'll be nice enough. And I am going to give that another 10 minutes. So I'll come back in 6 minutes and I'll show you how I do my eggs with no oil. So come back and see us after 6 minutes and we'll finish all of this off. See you when we get back. Okay people, welcome back. It's been about 7 minutes. And the one thing I forgot to tell you is when you make your bubble and squeak up, I always put mine in that big container or some kind of container, and I always put it in the fridge overnight just to let everything set up. But if Tracy pans into this bubble and squeak, look at that, it's moving beautifully, it looks lovely. The only thing we have to do now is our eggs. Okay, if I back Tracy off again, I'm just going to set this ring up here. I'm going to move my bubble and squeak onto here, and I'm going to put this pan on here, and I'm going to show you how to do my eggs with no oil. Just a knob of butter. In fact, I probably don't even need as much as that. Tiny little bit of butter like that. Bubble and squeak's lovely. I'll just cover the bottom of the pan. In fact, do you know what? I could have even done with less butter than that. But it's in there now. So I've got some beautiful free range eggs here. When you go to buy eggs, I'm sure I've told you before, if you do buy them out of the supermarket, get away into the back, dig away into the back, and look for the best dates possible, because eggs in supermarkets, they've often been lying around for a week or so. I'm going to leave my pan quite hot. When you're doing an egg, back of the knife, couple of nice hits, and just pull it open. There you go. Again, back of the knife, middle of the egg, couple of good hits, pull it open. There you go. Now, I generally always season my eggs when they're in the pan. A little bit of pepper. Okay, I shall turn the pan down now. I'll just move the eggs around a little bit. There you go, and I shall just separate them. There you go. Separated nicely. Now all I do is put a lid on them. Now I don't have a lid for this pan, but what I will use is I'll just set this plate on, turn the pan right down low, and I'll just keep listening and having a little look, and we'll pull the whole thing together. So there you go, Tracy. What did you think of your first experience of being the cameraman?
Very good, Jeffrey.
Well, you've done a very good job. You've done a very good job, yeah. And you are better looking than Steve, definitely. Definitely. So remember, people. Remember, people. If you own a Norman, not even if you own a Norman, but Tracy does run a nice group on Facebook, called the Norman Owners Club. So pop along there and say hello and speak to Tracy Noggin. We're just about getting there. We'll pull the whole thing together and just show you how it looks. I can't remember who requested this Bubble and Squeak. I think it was Richard Parker, if I'm not correct. By the way, this is Wednesday, and it's the, what day is it? It's the 13th of September, and it's about 6:30 in the evening. And we are not on the Corsican. We are in Cooking on the Corsican's kitchen. So there you go, people. The good thing about this, what this also does, is it heats your plate up to serve your food on. Isn't that amazing? So here we go. We'll dish up. You simply slide your Bubble and Squeak out of the pan like that. You get your lifter. You get 1 egg. You get 2 eggs. And there you go, people. That is my lovely Bubble and Squeak. So if you have been, thanks very much for watching. And if you did like this, go down, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and we shall see you on our next vlog. Bye bye for now.